song.
All right. It is July 21st, and I'm here at Family Promise of Greater Denver with Tessie, and Tessie has very kindly agreed to share her thoughts and story with us today. I just want to make sure we do have your permission, Tessie, to share this video and what you say on social media and text and so on.
Yes, you have my permission.
Thank you. All right, let me just check to make sure we're close enough and have decent video here. This is a very, as you can see, a very professional production we have going here. I'm just going to move it a little closer to you to make sure we get decent sounds. Whoops, I did something wrong there. There we go. Okay, so Tessie, really just, if you don't mind sharing some of your story, whatever you're willing to share, and maybe help people who have never experienced homelessness understand it a little bit more. Thank you.
Okay, I grew up as a poor child. My parents, I was adopted by my grandparents, so I didn't get everything I want. So I know what's you don't get, you don't get what you get. I learned what comes and what doesn't come. So I moved out into Seattle in 2019. Had my daughter. We moved from there in 21 to here in 21. So I moved from 21 to Iowa. I had a better life there. I was living good. Like, jobs are good and everything, but we had family problems, so we came back here. So we was living with my other half's people. Like, we came back in January of this year. So we was living with them only for 4 days. Almost 4 days, almost a month or so. I don't know, somewhere there. And us people, we see people when they don't when you don't have a job, they're gonna show the disrespectful things, like they say disrespectful words and stuff. And I just decided to just live out in my cars with my daughter and my other half. So I was looking for shelters. I called Salvation, called 211 to help me. So I didn't find anywhere. So I started going around on my car. So I searched up Family Promise. I experienced Family Promise in Hawaii. I was like, no. I jumped from places to places in Family Promise in Hawaii. I'm not going there. And so I was like, no, this is my last option. So I came here. They're already closing. But thank God, one of their clients helped me out. I forgot her name. I think they was all here. Miss Jerry, Miss Q, Miss Emily, and Miss. What was the other lady that lives? Or was the white lady?
Kristen?
Yeah, Miss Kristen was the first one that opened the door for me. So I came in. They said they were closing out, and then I asked them. They asked me what was my situation. I told them that I was living out in my car with my daughter and my other half, because I didn't like living with people that they just keep you for money. They'll just invite you into their home just for your money. But when you don't have money, they'll just tell you you can't be living with us without any income source. So that day, Miss Emily and Miss Jerry, I think they talked, and Miss Q. So they assigned me to a static site down in the church in Shepherd, in Lakewood. Holy Shepherd. So that's how I got here. And I thank them, because if it wasn't for them, I would be still on the street. I was out on the street almost 6 months, because I got here in June. This will be my second month in July.
And your other half, he's working, right?
Yeah, he's just started working when we got here. We found a job in it's in Denver, but it's called Gate Gourmet. It's like you prepare food for like flights and stuff like that. It's better than nothing. We still
Yeah. So are you both working there? Or
no
just-
only he working. I'm
he's
watching our daughter for now.
Good, good. But you two are still together?
Yeah,
Okay, fantastic.
he's at work now, so that's why he's not here yet.
And tell him what you want. When you were working with Aaron, the story that what you want to do.
Oh, okay. Last week, like a couple weeks ago, I asked Miss Q. I wanted to finish my GED, so we tried Emily Griffin. I don't know the other one, seaweed or something like that. They don't just because I'm a Denver. Would just say I receive snaps from Denver. They don't accept Denver anymore. They only accept Aurora. Yeah. So I didn't get to that. I was like, okay, let me try another one. So we tried another one. It's called Adult Education in Aurora. So I have a upcoming test on the 22nd. So I'm gonna go and do my test and reading there on the same day of 22nd. Then
Of this month?
yes, of this month.
So you have your GE test coming up this month?
Yes.
Okay, so Tessie, can I ask a couple of questions?
Mhm.
All right. So I have first as a so I've been a teacher most of my life, mostly a high school teacher, and so I'm curious. So first of all, let me back up. You were born in Hawaii?
I was born in Micronesia, raised in Hawaii.
You were raised in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay. Born in Micronesia, raised in Hawaii. What was school like for you in Hawaii?
It was good, but the distraction there is really bad.
Ah,
That's the thing that distracts. Like teachers, they will pick who they like and who they don't like. So I passed some of my classes and stuff, but there's that only one class I didn't pass. She's a Japanese teacher. And every time I come in, she's telling me to get out. So I got mad and I just walked off campus, and that's the day I didn't go back to school.
I see. But now you have your GED. Okay, so since you have your GED test coming up, can I ask what? So you have a daughter to care for. Obviously, that's. Can I ask how old your daughter is?
She's 3 years old.
3 years old. And what's her name again?
Denaria.
Denaria. Great name. Okay, so your daughter's 3. So speaking of school, she can start school in a couple of years, right? Or maybe preschool before that. So you're getting your GED. Why are you getting your GED? What do you see yourself like in 5 years? What would you like to be doing in the future? I guess is what I'm asking.
My dream ever since I was young, I've been still having it till today. I always wanted to try out nursing.
Oh, fantastic.
And especially because we don't have translators for our nationality, like we'll just say us Chuukese people. It's so hard to get into places because we don't have translators. I was in Iowa. I helped people with translating and stuff. But here, I see that if you need a job, you need to know how to speak English. Because I tried it with my 2 other brothers. We went to Gay Gorman, and then the lady, some guy we went interview with, and he's asking him questions, and I answered, and he's like, no, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to him. And I told him the only way he's gonna learn, have experience, if I help him and you help me. And he's like, no, okay, this is the end of the interview, I don't need. So we walked out and never went back in. So we're still looking for him a job till today, because every job we go to, they still say he needs to talk. I cannot be talking for him.
Okay, so you're trying to translate. Is this your brother you're trying to translate?
Yes.
So your brother doesn't speak English the way you do?
No.
Okay.
He does. He understands, but the thing that he does, he's a shy person. I know he's a shy person. It's gonna be hard for you to get anywhere if you're a shy person. But he speaks a little, but he understands when you talk to him. He's gonna like nod, like nod. So that's what I want to do. I want to give my daughter what I didn't get when I was young. I want to teach her to continue school. Not like me, I gave up in the middle almost. I was in 11th grade already. I gave up before a year of my graduation. So that's what I keep telling Miss Q and the people that come and like give us life skills and stuff. They always tell me, "What is your big dream? Who's your model?" And I would say, my daughter's my model, and my big dream is to give her what I didn't get.
Tessie, that's fantastic. I mean, nursing, in my opinion, it's a great profession to go into. I like teaching. My mother-in-law just passed away about a week ago, and she was a registered nurse her entire life and did just great work. You inspired some other questions, and as my friend Scott McCullough will tell you, I'm a little absent-minded. But speaking of Scott McCullough, let me just say that both that $40 and the other donation we made didn't come from me, even though the check seems to come from me. It's really from about 150 donors like Mr. McCullough and others.
That's so nice. And I just wanted to add into that I think you would be a great nurse just because you're so compassionate. Like, you're always so nice every time, like, we come out of the office. And also, they participate in a life skills class. It's just been recently. It's through a coach. Her name is Erin Adesso. And I think they've had 2 sessions, and they have another one coming up this week. And
she's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what's so cool about it?
Right.
She still looks young, but she tells us she's like in her 50s already.
And she's hilarious. She's so funny.
She's so out forward.
Yeah.
She doesn't like,
Ain't no sugarcoat going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
And she's the life skills teacher.
And she tells them, like, well, she tells all of us because I'm learning from her too. But she says, like, if there's something that you want, like, say it, put it out in the universe. And she was telling them to do that. And so somebody said, well, I want out of this program. And like 6 feet tall. And she walked over, but they said it very softly. And Erin walks over there and she then shouted out loud. And like, and so like they were screaming, I want out. And she's like, we do too. We want you out too, you know? So it's been really, really a great experience for them.
How many of the clients, like how many students are in the room at a time?
Last time it was 4.
That's fantastic.
And we had our staff in there, and then we also just recently received a pretty significant donation. And I invited them to come see the class so that they can see like the things that we're doing firsthand. And she thought, Erin was like, I thought they were your clients. It was good. She's very
funny.
Yeah, that's good.
She's cool.
No, you need a sense of humor, I think. You can't cry all the time, right? So, so Tessie, so first of all, little question. What is your and your brother's native language?
Same as me, Chuukese.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Chuukese. We're Micronesians, Islanders, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islanders. We come from Pacific Islanders. We're like, we just say we're from the Micronesian islands.
Right.
Like in Micronesia, we have we just say in Denver, right? Or Colorado. There's a big state, but like there's Colorado Spring, Thornton, like all those others counties. It's just like that. We're all down in I think 12 individual islands there, but really tiny.
Okay, because I mean, I think one of the reasons my wife and I tended to get certain jobs was we both spoke Spanish. And so in jobs like nursing and teaching, if you can speak another language, I think it really does. It does help. But so have you been studying for the GED?
Yes, I was. They sent me a book through email, so I've been going through it. It's just reading and math.
And you're feeling pretty confident about
Yeah,
this test?
but
Good.
the math, I'm like, I'm still in my high school if I'm still doing my math, but I'm trying.
You know, I taught a lot of things as a teacher, but math was definitely not my forte either. So that's something I can't help you with. Yeah, we were just
talking about that.
We're so into
yeah.
social studies, science, and history. That was just my things I like. But when it comes to math, I'm like my head down on the table.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? Okay, so as Miss Gardner and I were saying, we've never really been homeless, right? For people like us, what would you like people who have never experienced having to live in their cars or live on the streets? What would you like them to know? Like, what would you like to tell people who have never experienced homelessness?
Okay, to be honest, this is my first time being homeless. Because when I was in Hawaii, I was living in housing. When I was in Seattle, I was living with family. When I was here at first, I was living with my auntie. When I got to Iowa, I was living in my own place. But when I got back here, that's like a no. I can't stay with other people. That's gonna depend on my money, depend on my SNAP, and like, you know, I don't know. But I see my other half people, like, it just makes me sad because all they want is things they want from people, but they're not like, here, if you have nothing, I'll give you this. But they want everything. So this is my first time being homeless. For other people like that didn't experience homeless, it's really fun. Like, to be honest, it's fun because you explore, you know, other people, and like you get to know what places they come from, and other nationalities are they. It's really fun to like make friends with other people you don't know.
So you develop community among
Yes.
the other homeless,
And
previously homeless people.
we share things. Like for me and the other, what'd you say, she's another client here, her name is Angel. We're like, we never know each other, like we're so close. I don't know what. I think it's just how kind she is and her heart. She's an open person, but if she want to be a bad person, she's gonna be like, no.
So is your experience with other clients here and or other homeless people, is that generally you found them to be kind and helpful to you?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
People on the road, when I see people on the road, like, you know how they have signs and stuff?
Yeah.
I looked around in my car like, what am I gonna give? If I have water, anything I have anywhere, my daughter's juice, I just give it out. Because whatever you give, you're gonna get back. That's why I always do that, because I don't want to feel that. I want people to give me things out of love, not out of money, or they want to show people that they're helping you, and then they're going to use it against you to other people. I don't like that. That's why, you know, it's better to give with all love, not intentional and stuff. That's why I always tell my other half, it's good if we, because sometimes we're on the road, he's stop over there, I want to give that lady some water. He's like, why? We need water. I'm like, we're at the shelter, she's outside. And he's like, oh, okay. So
See, she'll make a great nurse.
I have one more, again, little question. I'm just curious because you said your time, I believe it was in Iowa. You were in your own place and you were working. Can I ask what you were doing for work?
I was a junior manager in McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
I was working to get my, because there we pay for our GEDs. But we came here on an emergency call, because my other half's father, he was in the hospital and he was experiencing gout.
Oh, yeah.
So
we
we
were just talking about that the other day.
We came here to, like, you know, help him out, because he came back from where we live, like, back home. He needed help, so we came here and helped him.
Can I ask your daughter a question?
She's not gonna answer. She's gonna be just staring at you.
Smart. Her name's Denora.
Denaria.
Denaria. Hi, Denaria.
Say hi. There's sometimes she can say hi. There's sometimes when she's not gonna talk. She's a lonely person.
She could say chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
Colors,
Okay,
alphabets,
okay.
numbers,
Hey,
shapes.
Denaria, what's your favorite food? Is it chocolate cake by chance?
Uh-oh.
She thinks we're gonna get some. But
Uh-oh,
can
I
I
shouldn't have
take a picture, like, of the four of you?
Mhm.
Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
And if Denaria wants to get in it
Would you
too.
like for us to take a photo?
No, you, Miss Rebel, get in, hop on in.
Thank you for listening to
Oh, I
my
thought you
story.
said,
Yeah, that's great.
don't you want to take your picture tonight?